Hello everyone. At this point we have worked through our argumentative writing workshop. We have finished our graphic organizer with all of the elements of our essay, either in the graphic version that has the boxes, circles, triangles like this one, or in the outline version that works through each part linearly from top to bottom. We have copied and pasted all of our work over into a template in MLA format. And then we have set our document up with the correct Times New Roman, size 12, black font in double space. Then we added our transition words in order for our writing to flow better. So at this point we are ready to make our works cited page, which will be at the very end of your essay. If for some reason your works cited has gotten moved so that it's on the same page as where your text for your essay ends, all you have to do is click right before works, go to Insert, click Page Break, and then click Center Align, and it will be back where it needs to be. For this essay, we had 4 provided background sources. All of our research had to come from those sources in the assignment. Our 4 options were The Trouble with Television by Robert McNeil from our Read Literature book, Dealing with Fear in Media from Media Smarts, Study Supports Benefits of Educational TV for Reading by Kathleen Manzo, and TV Can Be Good for You by Steve Johnson. We should not have Googled anything. All of our research had to come from these 4 pieces. It is a requirement that you use 2 of the 4 pieces in your essay. So now we have to figure out which ones did we use and how do we cite them, because we must cite all of our sources on a works cited page. So we're going to head back to our essay and remember where we marked as we put each source down which source we used. And I put those in parentheses. So we used the article TV Can Be Good for You and Studies Support. So I'm going to head back over here and we're going to start with Study Supports, and I'm going to open the article by clicking and following the link. Once we get to the page, we're going to click on the orange book and then Cite on EasyBib. EasyBib will pull up all of the information it can possibly get for you. You just need to check for accuracy and fill in anything that's missing. For example, this is missing the publisher and sponsor, which is usually either at the top or the bottom of the page. At the top of the page we have Education Week. At the bottom of the page we have Editorial Projects in Education, and that will be our publisher or sponsor, so we'll type that into the box. Editorial Projects in Education. Everything else is there, and we can leave this checked No for Display URL because we have plenty of information for somebody to find this article again if they were doing a Google search using our citation. So we'll hit the orange Create Citation button. If it comes up with an ad, just hit Skip this ad to get to the next page. Your citation will look something like this, and you are going to click to copy and paste the citation. It'll show you that it's copied to its clipboard, and you can move back over to your argumentative essay document. Right underneath Works Cited, click and then paste in that citation. It looks very strange right now, but don't worry about that. We'll fix the formatting in a moment. We can close that article and go to the second article that we need now. So we started with Studies Support. The second article we used is TV Can Be Good for You. So if we go back to the original assignment, we can click on TV Can Be Good for You and go to that article. The same process applies here. Click the orange book in the top of your page. Click Cite on EasyBib. Look for inaccuracies. For example, this has the author's first name as by, but it's Steve. It has the author's full name and middle initial, so we'll get rid of that. And the author's last name should not be Critic, but Johnson. So check that the computer didn't make any boo-boos. And then fill in any missing information. The publisher sponsor here is the Chicago Tribune. So that's what we will fill in. Again, you can find that at the top of the page or at the bottom of the page in most cases. Okay. Then we'll click Create Citation and do the same thing. Copy and paste that citation. Head back to our document, and then underneath where we have this one, we're going to paste it in. If we had used a third or a fourth source, we would continue to go through the EasyBib process for each source. If they're websites, you can always click on the orange book. If it's a book, like The Trouble with Television by Robert McNeil, just go to easybib.com, click on book, and you can look for the title of the book, or the ISBN or keywords for the book, and then fill in the information to cite and copy and paste over. So now we need to format our citations. Right now they don't look very good, so I am going to highlight them. And this here should be the font Times New Roman like the rest of the essay, size 12 like the rest of the essay, color black, left align, and it should be double spaced like the rest of the essay. This should also not have any highlighting, so we'll go to the highlight and remove that. Then we want to make sure that the second line and not the first line is indented. You'll do that by clicking before the first letter of the second line and hitting Enter Tab. That's called a hanging indent. Again, just click before the second line starts and click Enter Tab. Last but certainly not least, your citations need to be in alphabetical order. Manzo starts with M, Johnson starts with J. So we're going to switch these around. We'll cut this and we'll paste it before. And that's it. Your works cited page is now finished.